My name is Daniel Fox. I am the executive chef and assistant general manager of the Madison Club, and I've been here for just over 3.5 years. What led me to become a chef? Unfortunately, it was not one of those classic stories where I was 3 years old, sitting on the milk crate next to my grandmother, kneading dough. I worked in restaurants ever since I was 15 years old. My first job was at Boardwalk Fries, frying French fries and making Italian beef and shaking lemonade. From there, I moved on to restaurants in Chicago. I ended up dropping out of my undergraduate before I got my degree. My parents were not very pleased about that, but supported me, thankfully. And I went on to culinary school and immediately took on all of my passions as far as being creative, artistic, working with other people, and working in a fast-paced environment. One of my most interesting days at work would definitely have to be when the Dalai Lama came for a fundraiser. He was building a temple in Deer Park. We got to prepare a 5-course meal. Along with that, we brought in guest chefs from Hawaii, 2 out of Chicago, one of which was Sean McLean, a chef that I had worked for. He was one of my mentors. So it's really exciting to have him in the kitchen, working alongside of him, preparing food for the Dalai Lama. And we prepared pheasant breast, an eggplant Napoleon, and had a very fortunate opportunity to have my picture taken, go out to the temple and hear the scientists speak about happiness and the Dalai Lama's brain activity. It was such a fascinating day here at the club. My hobby outside of work, I would definitely say would be gardening. I love to get out in the sun, work with my hands in the soil, especially since I'm in the kitchen all day long. It's great for me to get outside. Right now, since I don't have a lot of time, we've started a project at Fountain Prairie Farms where we've actually have over 1.5 acres of produce just for the Madison Club. I like to pretend it's my little garden. And the produce, we'll go out and we'll pick the vegetables, fruits, herbs, bring them into the kitchen and use them in all the different dishes that we create. One of my guilty pleasures, I would have to say, is fine Scotch. One particular bottle that I really enjoy comes from the Highlands in Scotland. It's called Nectar d'Or, Glenmorangie. Nectar meaning juice of the gods, and ore meaning gold. It's aged in Sauterne casks. First music album, it was slightly embarrassing. Right Said Fred, I'm Too Sexy on the album Up. It was top of charts in 1992. That's pretty much all I'd like to say about that. Where I'd like to travel to next would be San Sebastian, the Basque Country. It's a little region right in between Spain and France. I tried to travel there and cook in San Sebastian when I was younger. Unfortunately, all the restaurants were full and I couldn't get in. I had to travel and cook in France instead, which was such a shame. But I really want to go back and try the cuisine, see the beautiful culture, and maybe I'll cook there one day, so we'll see. The most satisfying part of my job, I would have to say, especially as I grow as a chef and having my young cooks in the kitchen grow with me, was watching them succeed and become better. We just had a young chef named Ben Coggin, a very talented young man who I helped train for a competition, and I was very proud. He just came home with a win. And it's so much fun to see them on the line, creating their own dishes, and inspired by the culture that we create in the kitchen. So that would definitely be what I'm most proud of. One of my favorite items to prepare right now would be a sugar-cured orange. It's something I had heard about throughout my career, never seen, never tasted. I've been experimenting with this recipe for about 2 to 3 years, and just finally we've created something that actually works. It's an orange that we cure in a sugar solution. It becomes fully candied all the way through. It holds its structure so it still looks like a whole orange, and when you cut into it, it's beautifully syrupy, and we actually use the pith in the rind that's on the outside of the orange, and we put it with foie gras, duck, pheasant breast. Our cooks in the kitchen have had a lot of fun playing with these oranges. Do I have a hidden talent? my hidden talent would be playing the banjo. I'm not very good, and I might catch a lot of flack from my friends, but I really enjoy it. It's something I like to do if I have any spare time, and I'll pick it up from here and there. That would be my hidden talents.